Hey, I thought I'd do a quick guide for the new update on Kritika. I won't be able to do one on the raid because I wiped, and as you can see, I have very low resources right now. If you want to help me out to get any of this stuff, and I mentioned here's my username, I would appreciate it. I know some of the other streamers and stuff have been getting help from their viewers. But anyway, what they added is the ability to evolve gear. Evolving gear has a number of bonuses. There are two separate bonuses for each piece of gear. So you want to look carefully at the affixes and see which one you want. So to evolve your gear, you will need the corresponding fragment. You can find the fragment from the new dungeon, which I'll get into shortly. Like for instance, right here, I have a cleaner's green fragment. So I can use my dirty cleaner's ring and the fragment and combine them and fuse it into an evolution, or to evolve it. So you go to this guy here, take off whatever your corresponding gear is. Like for instance, for me, it is this. Go to equipment upgrade, right click on it, and you'll see two options. So this one is just a straight 20% bonus, and this one is a 10% bonus against a large number of the character enemy classes in the game. So if I wanted to pick this one, I would need the fragment of Violet Lapis, which is the equivalent of the magic crystals. I don't know why they changed the name. And there's many other poor translations in the game, but it is what it is. And then you'll need some money. This is going to be the biggest gold sink for a while, so if you've been saving up for a while, then I definitely recommend just trying to get this done as soon as possible. A lot of people have a very large amount of the materials needed to enter the dungeon just from playing the game for the past 2.5 weeks. So you'll probably have an unlimited amount. You'll also be able to trade people for the fragments that you don't want. So like for instance right now, I have the Sharp Tooth one, which is Twisted Heat, and I have the Twisted Heat weapon. Now neither of those are in very high demand at all. It's pretty much only the Spiritual Liberation and Elemental Tuner fragments and pieces that are in high demand right now, because those are like the best in slot sets for a lot of classes. So in the event that you do get these, like for instance I got an Elemental Tuner top earlier, a fragment. I traded it for the Dirty Cleaner one because I have 5 out of 9 pieces evolved at this time. I'm just trying to get it all done today if I can. Unfortunately, barring any donations from viewers and stuff, I probably won't be able to do that, but definitely take advantage of trading if you can, because the drop rate, not necessarily the drop rate, but the drop pool is very large, so it'll be very unlikely that you get the exact piece that you need. A lot of the prices have dropped considerably as well just in the past few hours, because everybody's got like hundreds of runs of this at this point. So you might want to take advantage of that as well. Now if you want to get the currency to enter the dungeon, you talk to her, and you get the Spiritual Amplification Orb. You transfer, or you exchange those from the corrupted spiritual ones. So you probably have hundreds of runs at this point. So to go to the dungeon, you go to Memory of Occupation Arcadia Security Building -1. What a mouthful. This dungeon is pretty self-explanatory. And I will go over my build at the end of this run too, for those who care. Rider kick this boss. Now there's one and only gimmick on this level. It's basically you need to go to the machine that says warning and then push the activate button. And what this does is it prevents the ship from experiencing turbulence. So if you don't do that, the ship will shake and the camera will kind of go to like a weird isometric, like Diablo, Mario RPG type like perspective. So it can be kind of hard to get used to. If you don't do that, or if you do that, then the turbulence is removed and you can just play normally. So let me go ahead and get maximum charge here. There we go. Quick cutscene. This guy comes out. He's gonna get one shot. So you're mostly just going to keep getting more entries into this. The drop rate is pretty low. It's kind of weird. Like, when you think about all the other gear in the game, like all the set items, there's only one for each respective weapon class and armor class. So that was what is used to not dilute the drop pool. But here, you're competing with the fragments for every set piece in the game. So you could have a lot of trash. I think Twisted Heat and Cold Hearted are probably the worst ones you can get. Elemental Tuner and Spiritual Liberation, respectively, are the best ones you can get. So definitely come in with your EXP potions, or not EXP potions, but drop potions, and just try to get whatever you can and make good use of trading if you can as well. So before I get into my build, I thought I would go ahead and show something you may not know. They're not advertising. There is a Black Friday sale. Now, honestly, these discounts are like Koei Tecmo or like Atlas tier Japanese game PSN discounts, meaning like not more than 30%. So you're not going to get a whole lot of bang for your buck here. However, if you pay $35, you get $50 worth in credit, and you can only do this once. So I recommend doing this if you have the money. You know, if you're not going to go get trampled at Walmart for a TV or something, and you have the extra $35, I definitely recommend doing this. There are a number of ways you can go with this. You can get this 50 loot boxes, which will equal 25 of the Pandora cubes. You can try to get something good from there and try to make a profit, or you can get a guaranteed profit from things like these packages. Some people want these packages. Like, there's all these new ones they added here. If you pay attention to the megaphones and stuff, you may find some people that may be willing to buy these. It's definitely a good way to flip money. Also, you can get the premium service. Premium service is in high demand again because a lot of the free players ran out of premium because they haven't given any out in about a week. That's actually a guaranteed way to get money as well. You can probably get enough from selling these or the avatar boxes or both, and then just end up with enough to evolve your gear from the outright. So, if you want to see my gear, so I evolved the weapon. I know that getting a Daybreak is better, but I've had horrible luck with that. Once I get paid from Kitty Sitting and Patreon, I may try to get one. I'm not really counting on getting a myth tier weapon anytime soon. Yeah, this one is not terribly different. It just increases the stats, and it gives you a damage plus 2% and crit damage plus 4%. With this one, I went with the one that resets the cooldown on level 20 and 25 moves. So for him, that's a zero gravity kick and the earthquake blow. Now, what's great about cooldown resets on him is that it allows you to get maximum charge a lot faster, because these are on relatively low cooldown, and you'll be able to do them both twice in a row consecutively. So that'll get you about halfway towards maximum charge right there. And then also, I have it on the double lunge strike too. So you can actually use that as well. Now for the top, I got just level 25 skill plus 3, so that just gives that a lot more damage. I haven't evolved the bottom yet. And then I got level 20 skill plus 3, so that makes zero gravity kick better. Now this also gives you some flexibility with your build as well, because if you have the first row of the imprints, this one makes zero gravity kick invincible. It makes it just completely invincible the whole way through. So you can actually cast this twice. You can probably get through a majority of the attacks in the game, I imagine. But the bottom one is still more optimal. And for the gloves, I got the one that gives a crushing attacks, gives an attack bonus by 800 for 10 seconds, so it's pretty much always going to be on. And that's basically it. I hope this helps you guys. Like I said, if you want to help me get some materials, I would greatly appreciate it. Right now, I mostly need the dirty cleaner. Not the ring, but the necklace and the earrings. If you guys want to trade me for those or just help me out, I'd appreciate it. I need pretty much just that. And then maybe I'll change one of these out for square bracket, but I'm not exactly sure on that right now. You may be able to craft those as well. This guy has a lot of the items you can craft. Pretty much all the endgame sets. Like, some people are going with the square bracket helmet and then 5 out of 6 pieces for the other pieces of gear because it gives the crit rate. Gloves is a bonus as well if you want to go for attack speed, but the gloves are so good on Spiritual Liberation with my build, I probably won't do that. Movement speed, or this one. So, it is up to you. I hope this helps you guys. Like I said, I'm not able to do a guide for the raid because I wiped and I'm very low on resources both in the game and in real life until I get paid. So hopefully I'll be able to get a guide out for that, or maybe just a video of a clear in the near future. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you guys kind of navigate the content. I know there's not a lot of people making video content. There are a lot of people making content on the Steam community forums. If you want to check the guides there are a lot of great text guides to tell you how to navigate all the NPCs and the materials and stuff. This game has a massive NPC problem. There's like 60 NPCs and there's like 10 of them you actually use on a daily basis. So those guides will greatly help you to determine which ones are actually worth the damn and which ones are probably you're never going to bother with. So go ahead and check those. I'll try to get more video guides out. I will also finalize my build when I can, and I'll make a guide for you guys as well. I've had very terrible luck with power cores and upgrading my artifact, but I do have it at +5, which is decent. If you guys want to help me with that, I guess green stones could be nice at this time, but pretty much everybody needs them for raids, so I don't know if anybody would be willing to help with that, but once I complete my whole build, I will make a video as soon as I can, maybe by the end of next week, depending on how things go. Thanks for watching. Peace. Just a quick addendum. They also added a way to basically remove the RNG from getting imprints. I actually got the Grand Imprint box on my Void Monk this morning after reset, and it gave me the wrong damn imprints, so I will have to do this regardless. But basically, when you clear an imprint dungeon, you'll get a pink fragment. And trade those in. There's one. Remnant of Major Imprint. So go back to town, talk to Arendelle. She has them here. So you're only going to get one per run, so this actually still gives a lot of weight towards buying additional runs. Obviously at this time everybody's rushing to enhance their or evolve their gear to get into raids and things like that, but once you're done with that, I recommend maybe just buying some guaranteed scrolls from here. Now I don't know what's wrong with the imprints, I can actually show you guys right now. But it gave me the completely wrong ones, and I'm pretty frustrated about that. I'm actually going to file a customer support ticket and tell them about it. So I went for the bottom ones, and it gave me the top ones for some reason. The names of these and the ones it has on the scrolls are like completely different. I'm not really sure why. It's very, very confusing, so you may want to talk to some other people and find out exactly what the different names are. I'm actually really frustrated. I was going to work on this guy and get him ready for raids and stuff, but now I can't do that because the game didn't give me the right imprints. So I will file a ticket. I'll get back to you guys in terms of what they say, but for now I'm probably just going to be running on my Steam Monk. Anyway, that's it. I'll catch you guys later.